why baby boomers are leaving Rhode Island. I mentioned this a few weeks back, and I said we would talk about it on the show. Okay, so baby boomers. I mean, this baffles me, Jennifer. I mean, we all have baby boomers. I mean, your parents are baby boomers. My parents are baby boomers. You know, so maybe if you're a listener and you're younger, your grandparents are baby boomers. But
yeah, so you said 46 to 66 is
or
something
I'm
like
sorry,
that, right around
47 to 65.
Okay.
You know, going into
Baby
2016, it's going to be 47 to 65. So, you know, they're one of the greatest generations of all times. Okay, I mean,
Yes.
without say. I mean, what baby boomers have done for this country is totally amazing, and what they've done for the world. And just great, solid people. Now, the baby boomers make up the second largest population out of all of Americans. Do you know who the first is?
Wow.
No?
No.
Millennials.
Okay.
So millennials have a population of about 8 million more, okay? But millennials don't compare anywhere near to baby boomers' wealth. Now, baby boomers control over 70% of this country's wealth.
Wow.
The millennials are in the basement, their parents' basement still.
With hangovers.
With hangovers, as we no, they're not all bad. I'm a millennial, and a lot of my friends that are millennials are some of the hardest working people as well, because we had baby boomers to look up to.
Right.
You know. But also, you know, very shortly, the first wave of baby boomers are going to be ready to take advantage of full retirement and collect Social Security. Okay. So let's talk about why they're leaving this state. Okay. Last year, 29 of my seller clients made up a part of this generation, and out of them, 21 of them relocated somewhere else. That's huge. I mean, that's me, and that's a small scale compared to what's going on in this state.
Wow.
Okay, so here, I'm going to give you a few reasons, and our listeners some reasons why this is happening. Okay, so Rhode Island is one of only 13 states that taxes Social Security income when retiring. Baffles me. Mm-hmm. Think about that. You've paid your debts. You know, you've paid your taxes, and now they want to tax you on that again. I don't like that, Rhode Island.
No.
It's not good. There's got to be another way. You know, whatever. But all right, so here's another one. According to Insure.com, Rhode Island ranks number 8 for the highest auto insurance premiums. It's nuts, right?
Yeah.
Nuts. Okay. So, and I know Rhode Island drivers are a little crazy. I'm a little crazy as well, driving behind the car. But, you know, it's because we're all in a rush. Right? We're all in a rush to go 10 minutes down the road somewhere, no further. All right, WalletHub.com states Rhode Island ranks number 51 as the highest auto tax in the country. Come on.
Rhode Island.
That's nuts, right? Okay, here's another one. All right, WalletHub.com also ranks Rhode Island as number 41, so basically 1 being the lowest, 51 being the highest, in the USA for real estate taxes. So property taxes in Rhode Island over time have showed some of the strongest continued growth throughout the country. Now, the good thing is this, though. When you look at the same home compared to Massachusetts, and we got a ton of Massachusetts listeners, so this is not a dig on Mass. Mass is one of the best places in the country to live, I will say. And this is why, when you look at the home values in Massachusetts, the same house is 20 to 30% higher than the home values here in Rhode Island. So it's all relative with the taxes and whatnot. It's actually a bit more affordable here in Rhode Island to live, but a lot of Rhode Islanders drive into Massachusetts to work. So here's the last point. The cost of living, according to mymove.com, in Rhode Island is about 10.4% higher than average when compared to the rest of the country. That's huge. I mean, there's significant things. And obviously, when you're living on a fixed income, when you've worked your whole life, when you're retired, what are you going to do? You're going to move down to Florida. You're going to move to, Arizona. You're going to move to states that are friendly for retirees, because those states, I would say, are and again, not a dig at Rhode Island, but I would say that they're a lot smarter than we are over here. What's going on?
And warmer, too.
Why is this happening? And warmer. And, I just urge you, like, if you're, and I don't know all the answers to this stuff, but if you have any information you would like to put into this, you can go to the roundtableradio.blogspot.com, and you can just type in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. We want to know what's going on, why this is all happening. And I'm sure there's a multitude of reasons, okay? But, that's what I have to ask the lawmakers and the politicians of the state is why. Why have you not found a solution to keep the wealthiest age group in America in Rhode Island?
I have a question for you. So as these baby boomers are leaving Rhode Island, what will this do to the real estate market?
Sure, it's actually a good thing, and not a good thing that they're leaving Rhode Island, but it's a good thing that they're involved in the real estate market. So a lot of times they're putting their homes on the market for sale, and actually a decent chunk of the homes on the market are actually baby boomers, either downsizing and staying here, going from their huge 3,000 square foot colonial to maybe a 1,500 square foot ranch. Okay, or they're moving, down south to places like Arizona, Florida, Texas, some great states like that. But what it does is it brings more inventory to the market, and you're starting to see, the Generation Xers, the second time, third time home buyers to be able to now afford the homes where the baby boomers, live.
Right.
So it makes sense,
So then as, the next generations get older and they start to move out, and the millennials being the largest population right now, so that will, as that time goes on, how will that change things? Yeah,
so the millennials, what's going on with the millennials is they're bogged down with all the student debt. Okay.
Right.
So, and it's crazy. I'm a firm believer in I think education is pinnacle. I mean, it's very important, very, very, very important. Okay. But I'm a firm believer in the fact that, how can I put this without people getting upset? And I'm not, if you get offended, freedom of speech, I'm all, Merry Christmas too. I'm all for it. But here's the thing is that you're going to college, and a lot of these millennials, they went to college, they don't even know what they're going for.
Right.
They went and they did something that they're not even happy with. They get out, they can't even find jobs. They're working and they're running, convenience store, they're running this or that, and that's okay. But they spent all this money on college. Now they're having a hard time paying it back. Okay. But they know what they signed up for. And now that debt kind of bogged our generation down.
Absolutely.
Okay. But there's also the cool thing about it, though, is that there's programs like Rhode Island Housing where they offer 100% financing and a $7,000 student grant for people that have recently graduated within the past 36 months from an accredited university. So there's ways to work with it and around it. And, again, kudos for those people that go to school and better themselves. Just make sure that you're going and getting the right certification for what you want to do.